I need to speak to you about something serious. About Deacon Bamidele. He hurt me. He used his position, his influence, and I trusted him. I thought I was safe.
What do you mean, hurt you?
Sister Grace, how dare you speak like this? Deacon Bamidele is a pillar of this church. Please, I have proof. I have messages, documents, even recordings. I didn't want to have to bring this here, but no one else will listen.
Grace, stop this story now. Do you want to scatter the church?
What exactly is special about you, this girl?
But he hurt me very deeply. Deacon Bamidele. Deacon Bamidele can never stoop as low as doing what you accused him of.
Sister Grace, you will not repeat this outside these walls.
Unless you want the wrath of God to visit you, Grace. This is how you young girls go around trying to reap where you did not sow.
Tell those who sent you that you have failed.
Hey there, lovebirds and curious souls. Welcome to Things We Do for Love, where we spill the tea on the wild, crazy, and downright unbelievable things people do in the name of love. And yes, some of it will make you go, what? So hit that subscribe button and join the chaos.
When evil hides behind holiness, God sometimes chooses the wounded to reveal the truth, and judgment begins from the place of worship. The sun was still struggling to break through the clouds the morning Grace Adeola received her graduation results. First-class honors. The news spread through the cramped one-room apartment she shared with her mother and two younger siblings like a warm fire. Her mother cried, holding her hands. "Grace, your star will shine. God will reward you." Grace smiled, exhausted from years of struggle, but hopeful in a way she hadn't been since her father died. At church, whispers followed her like wind. The brilliant girl, the humble one, the faithful one. And in the midst of those admiring eyes stood the man who would reshape her destiny with the gentleness of a serpent, Deacon Bamidele Olorunyomi. He was a man carved from influence, a multi-millionaire oil and gas magnate, a pillar of politics, a friend of governors, a benefactor to the church, the man who funded the cathedral, the orphanage, and missionary programs. His suits were imported. His house was a fortress. His smile was holy. And beside him stood his perfect family, his elegant wife, Dr. Funke Olorunyomi, and their two children. Grace admired them with innocent awe. They represented the life she prayed for. So when the deacon approached her after service, she felt blessed. "Sister Grace," he said warmly, "your excellence brings honor to God, and men like you deserve opportunities." He told her of a position, lucrative, secure, life-changing, in the Ministry of Finance. "You have the brilliance. Let me help you get the access." Grace's heart fluttered with gratitude. This was God answering her mother's prayers. Or so she believed. His office was painted with power, marble floors, polished desks, elite decor, the kind of place Grace had only seen on television. The first visit was genuine. CV review, government forms, encouragement. The second visit was strange. Too much praise, too many compliments, too much closeness. The third? Grace still remembered the sound of the lock behind her. He spoke softly, moved slowly, smiled calmly. But his intentions were a storm beneath still water. When she resisted, he said with chilling gentleness, "Do you want your mother to suffer forever? Don't throw away destiny." When she cried, he wiped her tears, When she begged, he silenced her. And when it was over, she was no longer Grace, just a trembling shadow. He dropped her at home and pressed an envelope into her hands. "You're a smart girl. Don't do anything foolish." Inside the envelope were 50,000 naira, blood money. Grace spent the night sitting on the bathroom floor, shaking until her lips turned blue. The next morning, she tried to speak to the church, to the assistant pastor, to the women's fellowship leader, to anyone who would listen. But they looked at her with fear, discomfort, disappointment. "You must be mistaken. Deacon Bamidele is a godly man." "Be careful, Grace. Words like these destroy lives. Why would a man like him look twice at a girl like you? Don't bring shame to this ministry." Even the senior pastor's wife called her aside, smiling tightly.
Men.
"My dear, the devil uses young girls to tempt great men. Don't let Satan win." Grace walked out of the church that day, barefoot, because she had removed her shoes during her pleading and forgotten them. She never went back. Darkness became her companion. Nights became arenas of terror. Flashes of his face, his cologne choking her, the sound of the lock echoing in her skull. She scratched her own arms until blood drew thin lines, just to feel real, just to silence the memory. She stopped eating, stopped praying, stopped living. Her mother begged, prayed, cried, but Grace only stared blankly. Sometimes she laughed at nothing. Sometimes she whispered to shadows. Sometimes she curled up and shook uncontrollably. Her mind was splitting under weight until one night, as her mother prayed in the dark, Grace suddenly saw everything clearly. The fear, the humiliation, the betrayal. Her pain was no longer chaos. It was a blade. Cold, sharp, purposeful. Grace realized something. She wasn't powerless. She had nothing left to lose. And a person with nothing left can destroy everything. Grace began watching him, not from stalking, but from strategy. She studied his habits, his networks, his secrets. Bamidele's world was polished on the outside, rotten underneath. She discovered hidden shell companies tied to fraudulent government contracts, burner phones used for secret conversations, videos of illicit meetings with his political mistress, audio recordings from bribe negotiations, confidential documents showing diversion of church building funds, email trails connecting him to corruption probes, his fetish visits to a shrine outside the city. Grace collected everything into a single secure drive. Her mind was no longer broken. It was sharpened. She started with quiet leaks. A journalist received an anonymous envelope. A commissioner got a hint of scandal. The anti-corruption agency got a dossier. Things began cracking. The news hit like an earthquake. Oil executive linked to fraudulent government contracts. Deacon Olorunyomi grilled by EFCC. Insider scandal rocks major church donor. His business partners panicked. Politicians distanced themselves. The church suspended him pending investigation. His children were bullied at school. His wife found a second phone and the truth spilled like poison. Everything he built, every lie, every mask, crumbled beneath his feet. and Grace watched with cold detachment. Not joy, not satisfaction, just balance. One evening, there was a knock at Grace's door. Her mother opened it and froze. Dr. Funka Olurinyomi stood there, elegant, broken, trembling. Her eyes were red from crying, her voice soft but steady. "Grace Adeola, may I come in?" Grace's chest tightened. She nodded. They sat opposite each other. Silence hung like smoke. Funka finally spoke, her voice cracking. "I know my husband destroyed your life." Grace swallowed hard but said nothing. "I saw the files, the evidence, the corruption, the women." She exhaled, shaking. "And I know you were the one who brought him down." Grace's heartbeat quickened. Funka's eyes lifted, dark, grief-stricken, and haunted. "Thank you." Grace froze. "I lived in that house for years, blind, loyal, praying for a man who was a monster." Her voice wavered. "You didn't ruin him. You revealed him." Tears rolled down Funka's cheeks. "I didn't come for revenge. I came to tell you, I wish I had been as brave as you." Grace felt her own tears rising for the first time in months. Funka reached out and took her hand gently. "But Grace, be careful." Grace looked up. Powerful men don't die quietly. Grace's revenge was complete. But healing? That was a mountain she had yet to climb. She began therapy. She slowly returned to school alumni events. She started praying again, not out of obligation, but desire. The shadows were still there, but they no longer swallowed her. Bamidele's life was ruined. His empire gone. His wife gone. His name smeared. His power dissolved. And Grace? She was learning to breathe again. Not as the girl who was broken, not as the woman who sought vengeance, but as someone reborn through fire. When the powerful prey on the innocent, they forget one truth. The human spirit, once pushed to the edge, can rise with a darkness stronger than fear. Grace was never weak. She was simply waiting for the day her silence would become her weapon.